How's it going, guys? Cody, we're back again. We're dropping yet another video. Right, guys, the government have released an update about coronavirus, question and answers about prisoners, families, prison visits, etc., etc. I put a link in the description below. If you don't want to listen to me go on and talk and my voice irritates you like I know it does, it irritates me, so it's definitely going to irritate some of you. Just click the link in the description and have a browse. But I'm just covering it. It's prison related. It's an update, so I'm going to keep everybody informed, obviously. Big shout out to Shadows, London Shadows, sorting me some kit out as well. Absolutely love this. Like, absolutely love their clobber. Anyway, guys, so headline reads, guidance, coronavirus question and answers for friends and family of prisoners. Let's get into it. We all know friends and family of prisoners have questions about what coronavirus means for prison regimes. Here are the answers to some frequently asked questions even. We understand that friends and family of those in prison are concerned about the spread of coronavirus. Please see below our responses to questions you may have, which will continue to update regularly. For further updates, please follow us on Twitter at HMPPS, Her Majesty's Prison and Probation Service. Children, what steps will prison be taking to support relationships with parents and their young children who cannot write letters or leave voicemails? Answer. Around 60% of cells now have in-cell telephony, and we now have contingency measures in place to ensure prisoners can maintain contact with their family via other means. This includes the provision of 900 locked mobile phones. These handsets will enable prisoners to phone the existing PIN phone system, and then connected, the experience will be the same as if they were using the landline on the prison PIN phone. Self-isolation. Question. If a cellmate has coronavirus, will the other individual be put in isolation? Answer. This is from the MOJ. If a prisoner displays symptoms, they will need to be isolated along with any other person who would, in a community setting, be deemed a member of the household. This will always include any prisoner who is currently sharing a cell with symptomatic prisoner, regardless of whether they are symptomatic or not. Question. Will families be informed if a prisoner tests positive for COVID-19? We must continue to respect patient confidentiality, and individuals would need to provide their consent for a third party to inform the family. The prison will be able to contact specific family members agreed through consent, if appropriate, to do so. We know that was a lie. There was kids being sent to hospital and weren't being found out for like a week later. Can friends and family still send through the post? Question. Answer. Yes. All prisons are still receiving post. We recognise this is a really important way for prisoners to keep in touch with families whilst everyone is in isolation. Phone service. Question. Will phone calls be free of charge? Answer. There's no charge to the call charge policy. Phone services in prisons are not free, but additional credit will be considered on compassionate grounds by prisons. Who can prisoners call? Question. Answer. Prisoners use call enabling service whereby prisoners can request telephone numbers added to their account subject to public protection checks. In addition, there are a range of advocacy and support lines pre-approved on all accounts such as Samaritans and the PAS or the Prisoner Advice Service. Question. Will prisoners have access to the internet on the phone? Answer. In-cell telephones and the additional phone handsets do not have access to the internet. You cannot email prisoners directly, but all prisoners use a service called Email a Prisoner. If you send a message this way, it will be printed out and delivered by prison staff. More on how the service operates includes costs. Question. There is a list of prisons to... Hold on. Is there a list of prisons that the additional 900 phones have been given to? Answer. The additional phone handsets were issued to all prisons that do not currently have in-cell telephony installed. They have been issued to 57 sites, including prisons, immigration removal centres, and foreign national centres. Question. Can I send a voicemail or voice message to a prisoner? Answer. Yes. Prisoners use the prison voicemail service are still able to receive messages. Find out about how this works and costs. Again, if you click in the link in the description, guys, The additional links are there. Video calls. Question, will prisoners be able to video call? Answer, secure video calling has been introduced in some prisons and some young offenders institutions across England and Wales, with a wider rollout coming in the coming weeks and months. Video calls are free for both prisoners and their families. While we are dealing with the COVID-19 outbreak, find out which prisons and institutions have video calling. Question, transfers. Will prisoner transfers still happen? Answer, as a result of the coronavirus pandemic, all non-essential transfers of prisoners have ceased. This is to contain the outbreak and for the health and safety of prisoners and prison escort vehicle staff. Visits. Question, how long are prison visits suspended for? You can now visit partners or close family members in some prisons. Certain restrictions apply. Find out which prisons have social visits. Again, click the link in the description. It'll take you down. You can click on the additional links, guys. Health. Can visitors still go through to the safer custody team to inquire about a prisoner's welfare? Answer. If someone has concern about the welfare of an individual prisoner, they can contact the prison via the safety hotline. These lines, guys, don't get answered most of the time. If you are really worried about the health, safety and well-being of a loved one, 999. I know that sounds drastic, but if it's life or death situation, get it rang in. Question, how will mental health support be enhanced during this period? I can answer this, it won't. But the official answer, the safety of those who live and work in prisons remains our top priority. Rubbish. We have provided additional guidance to prisons around supporting people at risk of harming themselves. Whilst prisoners are having to spend more time in their cell, they'll be given access to essential and support services such as the Samaritans, the prison landing in-cell phone and handset PIN phones. Question, how does this impact the supply of medication? Answer, prisoners will continue to receive the medication they require. They dick around with your medication, try to take you off medication, etc., etc. Hold on. So prisoners will continue to receive the medication they require, right? Question, what if we have an urgent concern about a prisoner? Answer, you should call the prison directly, easy for me to say. Contact details for each prison, including specific safer custody lines, are available through the Find a Prison service. Again, clicking the link, scroll down, guys, additional link is there. But the thing is, again, I want to reiterate, because prisoners don't answer these lines and stuff, they're unmanned or it's a voicemail service, right? And if your loved one's told yourself he's going to do himself in and you're wasting time ringing well, not wasting time, but it is wasted time, because by the time you've rang the prison, it goes to a voicemail. Your loved one could be stringing up. So ring 999 if you can't get through. People used to go through the chaplains and everything like that, but no, they're rubbish. Pardon me, I'm just snorting because my sinuses are playing up. COVID. Release. Question, are prisoners still to be granted release on temporary license or release on temporary license, ROTL? All ROTL has been suspended except where the prisoner is working as a key worker. The temporary release is on compassionate grounds or in accordance with a new temporary release scheme announced back in April, which they released about 57 people. Question, will prisoners be released on time? Yes, prisoners will not be kept in prison past their release date. Question, facilities. Does every prisoner across the estate have access to soap, hot water and showers, and how regularly? The prison service has a contract with a major supplier of cleaning and personal care goods, which are routinely delivered to into jails. So prisoners also have access to a weekly canteen order where they can order specific hygiene products in addition to those provided by the establishment. Exact quantities and types of toiletries provided are decided at a local level based on individual needs. All prisoners should have regular access to showers. Have you noticed how it said should have regular access to showers? Not they do, they should. That's it, guys. It's just a quick and easy story flying through in under 10 minutes. You're nice to know that I'm not doing a 2.5 hour live or I'm not going on for an hour. Quick and easy, to the point. The prisons are bringing back visits and stuff, saying 1 45-minute visit a month, not enough. The world's going back to normal and prisoners are still being locked behind the door for 23 hours a day. They've got prisoners where they want them now. Locked up, prison officers are loving it. Just leave them locked up, rotting away behind the door. Mental health, self-harm. just the despair is just going on more so behind the doors. Oh, you've got an in-cell telephone, you've got a mobile phone that we've issued you. They spent all these millions of pounds stopping phones getting into prisons, and then they're giving out handsets, which, like I said, it's the right thing to do actually, but it's just a prison in a nutshell. The prison system, you can go to a prison for not having a TV license. In prison, you don't need a TV license. Go figure. But yeah, so prisons are slowly starting to roll out visits. You've got to think, imagine if you've not had a visit for 16 weeks, 12 weeks, right? No, I think it's 16 weeks, about 4 months now, isn't it? Right? You've got to think, yeah, people are going to be hammering them phones to get their visits in and everything. I feel sorry for prisoners in this time and their families as well, because whilst this pandemic's been going on, I can't stress to you how important the importance of family ties whilst in prison genuinely can be the difference between life and death. I genuinely believe that. Children not seeing their fathers or their mothers. We've obviously got female offenders. Partners not seeing their partners. Mental health, despair, depression, dark clouds, stress, hassle, arguments, paranoia, all the bad stuff that comes with it. But guys, get your visits in as soon as you can. Not all prisons are doing it. It should be universal. They should just go roll them out, bam. But like I said, you'll get one prison that'll do it, and then another will lead on in a few months or a few weeks. It's just a joke. Gonna leave it there, guys. Link in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're supporting someone in prison, massive love and respect to you guys. You are saving lives. It's as simple as that. You take your support and your love and your network of support away, that prisoner could be in a world of crap. Leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.